So attack with the Strand A first, tribute the Strand A using Teardrop, get Hyperton. Teardrop's going to activate because it's always Chain Link 1, it's a mandatory effect, and that's exactly 6,000 damage per game. Easy money, easy life. What is up, all you beautiful people? It is I, AkemiTCG, back here with a brand new video. Rikka Fairy combo does have some potential in this particular July format with all these strikers running around. I had to tweak it a little bit from Sorvent's build in the past. If you haven't seen the Sorvent build and the breakdown of it, pretty much most of my ideas for the Rikka Fairy control build comes from his build that won first place, so I recommend checking that out before you watch the rest of the video. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys some replays of the games I picked up and pretty much the setups you have with this particular control version. So let's get to it. We are back here in the den today with Rikka Fairy Control updated for the July ban list. So a couple things to keep in mind. Pretty much some of the biggest problem decks right now are both Dryton and Sky Striker, and Rikkas already have a tough enough time in the meta, so you kind of have to play those cards. And also, if they're playing something like Dragoon, Herald of Ultimateness, you need a way to get rid of those. So I incorporated some Kaijus in the main too. So the build's going to come after. I'm just going to showcase pretty much some replays I picked up with this particular build, just so you guys can figure out if you want to play this version or not. There's so many different ways to play Rikkas. Again, I always want to reiterate this. So many different ways. This is just one of the ways, and arguably it's one of my most favorite ways because I like being able to shut off my opponent's stuff during their turn, but no, completely up to you guys. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos. Let's go. Let's break these down. So pretty much I'm playing against a striker. I don't know why the Sky Striker deck has the Dogmatica package. So I don't know what's going on here. But pretty much here, but I'll explain what's going on. So I'm pretty much going to summon Rikka Glamour, or play Mudan, get Glamour. 1 for 1, get the Petal. Petal is going to grab me a Snowdrop. I'm going to set 2. The reason why I do this is pretty much setting up for next turn. There's not really much I can do with this particular hand besides striking whatever they summon if it's a threat, and also sheeting them. And I can contribute the Petal, and then Petal will come back during end phase anyway. So not a big deal. That's why I was wondering why the opponent didn't play anything. I think the AI was just messed up. So I digress. So you can kind of see like a little bit of thought process. I'll still go through this. So now I attribute the Petal to summon 2 more, and I resummon the other Petal back because Petal, as long as you don't have any non-plants on the field or you have nothing on the field, then you can summon it back. So Glamour, attribute this, get the Primula and the World Carrot Weight. Primula will trigger. Go into Jasmine, normal summon the Carrot Weight, tribute that, bam. Get Ingunar. Ingunar's gonna revive back my Mudan. And then I was trying really hard to push for a game here, and I think I could have gotten it, but this is 28, that's 56. But let's say like I hit with this first and then tribute the Jasmine, then I'll literally be 200 life points off. And if I choose to get rid of this to the graveyard off a Carrot Weight, I would literally be 100 life points off from game. So it was just really unfortunate. And pretty much that's where that replay ends here. I don't know why it was spaghetti like that. I was like wondering, I'm like, yo, there's no way my opponent didn't open Ray. Like this is actually a busted hand, okay? I would probably lose to this hand. So pretty much the same idea again. The opponent didn't open up Ash or Droll. So I Prosperity here. Prosperity, I want to get rid of this stuff I have multiples of. I'm not actually playing Omega in the main. This is before I updated the final build at the end. I was playing Gamma, but right now I don't think Gamma is that good compared to like Droll and also DD Crow. So Prosperity. Snowdrop is going to summon back the Lone Fire and the Snowdrop. It's turn 1, so the Prosperity restriction is not a big deal. Mona's going to get me Sheet for next turn, and then pretty much I'm going to make a standard board with Teardrop, and then 2 back row here with Torrential and Sheet. So that was relatively good. If I played against, I actually wanted to see how this would have played out, because he would have tried to summon Makaba. On the Makaba summon, I would have used Teardrop to get rid of the Makaba. and then he's gonna chain Makaba by discarding probably his other Alistair, then I would have chained Rikka's Cheat. And then taking control of his Makaba. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I would have done. But in terms of his Ecclesia afterwards, I don't know if I can play around that in punishment. So get the Primula here, get the buff here, go for Strene. I'm pretty much gonna do, this is the ultimate cheese tactic. You're gonna attack with 2000. This is gonna be game here on board. So attack with the Strene first, tribute the Strene using Teardrop, get Hyperton. Teardrop's gonna activate because it's always Chain Link once a mandatory effect, and that's exactly 6,000 damage per game. Easy money, easy life with the Rikkas. Easy money, easy money. But if he had an Ecclesia and a Fleur-de-Lis or a punishment, that would have been wicked different, and I actually did want to see how that played out, and I'm hoping... I didn't tell you guys this. AkemiTCG.com is now a thing. If you want to support the hashtag Umbrella Gang, if you want to get your custom AkemiTCG exclusive field centers, it is my artwork. If you want this field center, go on this website down below. Spice up your Rikka deck today. Oh darn. This makes me so sad, guys. I sincerely apologize. I didn't know that the Sky Striker AI was playing Dogmatica, and that's why he wasn't summoning anything. It'd be like that sometimes. So basically summon these two. This is the standard run-up, and I do have Super Poly, which makes it pretty easy. So I'm only setting 2 because just in case he has something like Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster. The Torrential's not really going to help me much in this situation. I know I can use it with Fury, but I would prefer Sheet and Rivalry for now. Because Rivalry, it'll pretty much lock out strikers pretty hard. If I activate Glamour, he Judgments that. I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. So Petal's gonna activate, get myself Mudon, and I'm gonna try to get another Glamour, because Glamour says you can only activate 1 per turn, but Judgment negated the activation, so I can just keep going. Mudon, get another Glamour, and this was, I don't see, my opponent's cheating. He has 2 Judgments, but you know, that puts him at death range, so he loses. Okay, so now that you got the basics of Rikka control, so the next couple ones, my opponent actually does something. Just a heads up, I just want to see some interaction, okay? So Fury Kairashin, and I opened myself double draw, which is not the best. Until you only want 1. I summoned the Lone Fire. My opponent's smart, he imperms it, so I can't use Lone Fire. That's ideally what a regular player would do as well. I set the Torrential. Goes Sangan, Almirage, gets the O-Lion. Afterwards, I draw him, because I'm not sure what the deck does. So I draw him again, because he call buys, and that's easy money. Easy money. So this hand's wicked bad. So I normally summon the Caraway, tribute it. Snowdrop, make an 8. Then make Teardrop, trip the Almirage, and poke. You could have kept the material. You would have done a little bit less damage, but it's completely up to you. I don't expect this to stay on the field. That's why I got rid of 1 material. So you're just gonna use O-Line. Just a heads up, this AI is cheating. He's using ban cards. The moment he summons Verte, you don't want to see Dragoon, okay? The moment he summons Verte, I get rid of it. Bam. He summons Link Spider. I'm like, okay, what's the worst card I can draw? Bam. Snowdrop. Literally nothing to extend my play, but you just keep going here. And pretty much if they summon Dragoon here, I lose. So he max sees me. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Pretty much here, you just win. You can Carrot Weight to win. You can Mudon to win. You can do... There's so many different options here, but you don't want to overextend too much because they might have Nibiru. So in that case, once you get to a point where your opponent's life point's low and you just attack for game, just do it. Always do it, 100%. So he Vertes here, tries to go for Dragoon, and I'm pretty sure this time he goes for it. I think the Arborea is just there for another just free extender, I guess. I'm not sure if he needed to summon that, but that's okay. So I Glamour, he negates it. But good thing I have a second one. So how do you get over Dragoon in this deck? That is the real question. Actually, it's wicked simple, okay? You can Torrential. You can't, well actually, you can't Torrential, I lied. It can't be destroyed. So here, I'm potting for 6. Why do I pot for 6? Because I need an extender to go on top of the Primula. I need some way to get 2 effect monsters on the field, okay? And Lone Fire is the easiest way to do it, because I summon it, tribute itself, get something else, Primula special summons itself. Mudan's going to get me the search, and I'm chain Primula to it to chain block that, and get the Rikka sheet for next turn. Verte is going to make the Crusadia Arborea a dark, and then now, we super poly his 3 darks into Triferanthum. And I set 2 and pass. So I could have done this a couple of different ways, I believe. If I had Araya, I believe I could have gone for that play. I think I could have gone for that play, for the Araya play. So just so I have Petal in the graveyard, because if he gets rid of my field, I lose here. So he activates Magicalized Fusion, and summons Dragoon, and I sheet his Dark Magician, and I know he's going to negate that anyways. So I chain Torrential to that. But Dragoon can't be destroyed. The reason why I chain Torrential is I don't want to take all that life points, because I will lose. He'll blow up my monster and attack for game. And then here, I can't really do much here. Because what, I can make an 8 or a 1. Oh, guys. I just got... Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm trying to figure out what I could have done here. Because I'm locked into plans, so there's no way I can make Zeus. Was there any option for me to get rid of that? I mean, unless I play the second Verte and then a second Super Poly. Well, I could even play Super Poly here because I don't have enough life points, so I don't think there was a way for me to win that one. The only way I could have won that one is if Petal stayed in the graveyard and I recurred it before I summoned another Petal the turn after. There's no way I could have won that one. Alright, last but not least, number 6. So I'm going to Lone Fire here. It's going to be easy money. Also, if you Lone Fire and they just Ash, you just kind of lose too. Like, you have to understand. This is just the complications of playing Control. Because the deck doesn't really do much with one card combos, quote unquote combos. So you have to kind of finagle it. Because you are playing at a disadvantage, okay? But that's the joy of it. If your opponent doesn't know what the deck does, they're going to be fearful of everything. And it's great. He's going to play Instant Fusion, minimize Restrict. He's going to try to take my Teardrop. I'm not going to let that happen, so I'm going to take his Restrict. Activate Souls. Summons Dark Magician back. Realizes he can't attack with it, because Thousand Eyes Restrict, it's pretty good. Pretty good on your field. Petal's going to come back. Petal is going to add the Snowdrop. Now I'm going to go for some cool stuff. And Guran is going to special summon Mudan back. And Mudan's going to give me that Search. Spicy Search for Glamour. So here I'm going to Kanzashi, tribute my Snowdrop, use Kanzashi, detach one, I get Teardrop back, special summon Primula off of her effect. Then I'm going to Tranquility, 1, 2. That doesn't really... That activates, but it doesn't do anything, okay? So Petal. Make an 8, bam! And then this is enough for game. That's it, guys. Easy money. Easy money, guys. Don't need to necessarily do any fancy Strene plays, but that's just how it is. And now I'm going to show you guys the build. This is the current control build I'm running. I'm relatively content with it. The 2 crows. I haven't drawn a Gamma-Sea yet, but I feel like it'll definitely come in handy in the striker matchup. And it is a water. So you're... If... I know this is a super niche scenario, but let's say you have Fury or Kairu Shin. They have a Gamma-Sea. You can summon Gamma-Sea on your side. You can Torrential and then protect your water Gamma-Sea and then kill his Gamma-Sea. I mean, something to think about. That's the only reason why I play the Gamma-Sea. Plus, it's easier to get over compared to the other Kaijus. But pretty much a standard build. A draw, obviously, for Dryton, DD Crow. This Prosperity, I know this card is wicked expensive, and I do apologize in advance, but this card is disgustingly good in this deck. It's so good, because most of the time, the biggest problem with this deck is you don't open the right Rikka monster, you don't open the Petal, you don't open the Lone Fire. That will literally cost you the game. You don't open the Glamour, that will literally cost you the game. And Prosperity will get you there, especially during games 2 and 3 where you can side in stuff. Sometimes you can Prosperity, get the Rivalry, and that'll help you win the game too. And yeah, that is all I got for you guys. Hope you all enjoyed this quick video for the control build for July. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Also, we're not playing Cloister in this build just because there's not enough space for it. If you're playing control, you need to be able to draw the right card you need at the right time. Because there is a possibility where you can literally draw like 2 Tarentuals, a Sheet, and then 2 Rivalry, and then it's just not good. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you liked it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
The world ends now.